What is going on? Madredrew back with another video. Before I get into today's topic, you guys already know the deal. Like, comment, and subscribe. While you're at it, click the link down below so we can set you up on the path of undeniability. We can set you up on a consultation call. 2026 is around the corner. To me, 2026 is already here. So if you're not doing what you need to do to roll with some type of momentum into the new year, then it might be just too late for you, man. Anyways, I went out yesterday. I went out, had a few drinks as well. But while I'm taking this break before I go back in there, go in the sauna and get my last 20-minute detox, I wanted to ask you guys a question. Are you afraid to die? Because when I look at my current situation right now, you guys already know I blame myself for all the L's and all the times that I've been done dirty. When I look back at it, the reason that I am where I am is because I was always afraid. I was always afraid not only to speak up for myself, but I was afraid of the confrontation that could possibly happen after. You're never afraid to say what's on your mind. That's not what you're afraid of. What you're afraid of is what happens after. What you're afraid of is the conversation, is the potential fight, is the potential argument, and the potential danger that could come from speaking your voice and standing up for yourself. Are you afraid to die? The reason that I'm here right now is because I have always been afraid to die. I have always been afraid to die, and that has been the reasoning as to why I never stood up for myself, as to why I never thought things through, as to why I'm not the man that I should have been right now, that I'm not the man that I could have been if I had capitalized on all the opportunities that were given my way. But I was always too afraid. I was always too afraid to ask for more. I was always too afraid to say no and shake certain hands and do certain deals that could have put me in a position of success. And I put people first. I was scared to die for something that mattered. I was scared to die for my passion that I got pushed down. I got pushed down beneath this guy, I got pushed down beneath this guy, and I lost respect from this guy because I was always afraid to stand up for myself, to stand up for what I believed in, to stand up for just me and what I thought and my opinions. Right? I sat there and I asked God, God, can you make me great? I sat there and I asked God, God, can you give me an exciting life? A life of purpose, a life of drive, a life of drive, an abnormal life overall. And he was opening the door for me. All I had to do was walk through, but I never walked through because I was always afraid. But I wanted to be great. I wanted to be brave. I wanted to be powerful. But every time something got in my way, I ran. Why did I run? Because I was afraid. And I never wanted to stand and fight. I never trusted myself and the prior life experience and the things that I've learned and the things that I've gained. They all prepared me to win every situation that I should have won, but I didn't even try. Because if you want greatness, are you willing to pay the price? The price of greatness is going to cost greatly. Is that not common sense? The price of greatness is going to take everything from you. So you need to level up your body. You need to level up your mind. You need to level up your self-belief in yourself through trial and error. You need to develop a stronger relationship with God. You need to increase your spirituality, your understanding, your knowledge. You need to become great in order to accept great blessings. But becoming great is on you. You have to fight back. You cannot be afraid to stand up against the giants because God made you gigantic. So it doesn't matter how big everybody is. You have that spirit within you to be able to fight back. You have that experience within you to be able to fight back. You worked all of those jobs. Yeah, you may have gotten fired, but you worked 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 jobs. So you are more than capable of going up and getting a big corporate job. You are more than capable of handling a manager job or an elevated role in your position, in your job that you work in your field that you work in. You deserve that. You are more than capable of that. And you can learn and use your deductive reasoning that you have gained through life experience to level yourself up. Why are you afraid to die? What you should be afraid of is living a life of fear. What you should be more afraid of than death is living a life where you're constantly running from everything and hiding from everything. What you should be afraid of is a life with lack of purpose. When you have purpose, you should be willing to die for that purpose. Whatever it is, for your country, for your religion, for the person that you say you are, you need to be willing to die under these principles. This should be worth, your honor as a man should be worth more than death. I would much rather die than you say I am not someone who I believe that I am. I would much rather die than you say that my God isn't real. I would much rather die than you take over my country, because this is who I am. Your identity is in your purpose. So once you lose your purpose and once you lose your identity, you're just somebody who is constantly in a state of running and hiding. And that is a life that is not worth living. I would much rather die in pursuit of becoming who I'm supposed to be, in the belief of myself and standing up for myself, than a life where I'm just constantly getting kicked to the curb. I really don't have enough energy to yell right now. I really don't have enough energy to just go in a whole rant. I wanted to keep this short because what more do I need to say? If you still don't get it, then you might never get it. And this is why I always tell you to go to the gym, start in the gym, develop a good body, because from there you can use the same disciplines and you can apply it to yourself. You can learn the same respect for yourself. Yes, it took me a long time to understand these things and develop myself and earn this self-respect for myself. So learn from me. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from how long it took me. What took me 10 years might take you 1, 2, maybe 3 years. So you can skip the line. You could learn from my mistake. It took me a long time to understand the fact that I'm coming to the gym because I respect myself. So I demand that same respect from my women. I demand that same respect from my people. I demand the same respect from my business partners. I demand the same respect from my enemies. This is universal because I show up. I actually do this. I actually have self-belief in myself, and I'm actually going for something. And that's the first step that I want you guys to go to. I want you guys to show up to the gym. I want you guys to better yourself. I want you guys to learn and develop a base of self-respect for yourself, a type of care for yourself, a type of love for yourself. So then the world will have to bend to the way you see yourself. Don't waste as much time as I did thinking about it, showing up to the gym and not really understanding what you're really doing for yourself. Just trying to have a six-pack for the girls, good so you can impress your friends and try and mog everybody. It's not always about that, right? Don't spend as much time thinking about the wrong things. Learn from my mistakes. Click the link in the description so I can set you up so you can even understand what the fuck you're doing. So you're not wasting any more time. You're not wasting time that you need, because you already wasted most of your life. You already wasted so many years not doing anything. All the stuff that I'm talking about, this comes from my program. This comes from what I taught myself. This comes from what I learned through my life experience. This is something that's going to put you in the position of being wavy, of being called, of being a top 1% man, of being undeniable. So I gotta go back in. I gotta go do my last sauna session, y'all. I'm killing myself today. I gotta detox myself today. But again, click the link in the description so we can set you up on that path to becoming undeniable. Like, comment, and subscribe on this video if I helped you out, if I taught you something, or if I reminded you something. If I did anything in your life that's positive, just drop a comment for me. This is my social media handle. It is the same social media handle for all my social medias. I'm out, y'all.